Hello, hello, and welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Out of Ore. My name is Quad, and in the last episode, I made this monstrosity. I'm pretty sure there are some inefficiencies and some redundancies in this thing, but we're going to go ahead and get started digging right away to actually see if that's true. The storage here, I'm pretty positive we're going to end up getting aluminum ore in this thing in the raw form, so we'll see, and if so, I'm going to have to redesign it a little bit. But I think I know what I need to do. But let's just go ahead and jump in. Actually, before we do that, we need to turn everything on. So let's get this generator on. We still have 4,200 coal in this, and we still have over 9,000 in this one. Now, somebody did let me know these should refill themselves once they empty. So I shouldn't have to refill them. So we're not going to. Let's turn on the hopper, and let's just get digging right away and kind of see what happens. I do want to try to smooth this thing out a little. Do I? Yeah, I do. There's our path heading up this way. So I want to kind of shear this side off a bit more and make it like a straight cliff that follows that pathing. So let's bring it down. Let's switch our bucket cam. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this thing nice and level. Something like this, right? And let's just bring it in. Okay, I'm going to have to blow it out a little bit. There is some solid rock right there. So let's hop out. Let's go grab some dynamite, which I already have right here, and we're just going to do a surface level blow. 3, 2, 1, a fire in the hole. There we go. Okay, let's get back in. Let's just continue kind of digging this out, and let's bring it forward. Maybe down a little bit further. No. Lower. There we go. No, I don't think I'm getting it. Maybe. No. Anyway, we got a full bucket. Let's go dump it. We're going to have to try a little bit better to make that smooth. And thank you guys for the kind comments about the GPS unit. I am very much aware of the GPS unit. I just don't want to use it. It just takes up too much of my HUD. In fact, I have far too much of my HUD being taken up regardless. I could just erase the HUD like this and dig like this. Except for, let's throw it in reverse. But you don't need it, bro. Nope. This thing is a smoothing masterpiece. So let's bring it down. We're gonna get it nice and level like this. Bring it forward. We don't want to go down too much. We just want it to kind of go straight. Okay, I am heading downward, but that's okay. It's also flattening it. And there is a full bucket. Let's go dump this thing. That's looking a bit flatter. Still a little bit lumpy, but it'll be fine. Just gonna whip it around, throw it into drive, and let's do it. There we go. Now we are currently still selling our coal. We're not keeping any of our coal. I'm going to go ahead and just bring that HUD back though. See if I can do this again. I want to just shear off parallel with that path I have in heading upward. So let's bring it back down. See if we can get it kind of level here. Nice and flat, right? Like this. We're going to head in straight like this. Okay, I don't think I have it tilted down enough. That's okay, though. No, I definitely do not. Okay. Well, that was a horrible example of what I wanted to do. But we got a full bucket. That's all that really matters. Let's go dump it off. I'm going to have to keep just working at that a bit. But good morning, good day, and good night to all you beautiful bastards on this wonderful Monday. Okay, I'm going to try this again. We're going to try to come in straight through here. You know, we're gonna have a big building day coming up soon with like concrete and stuff, because I do want to actually build a factory. So, and then we also need to set up our CNC area. I don't know if we're gonna get to the CNC stuff today or what we're gonna be doing today, but let's go ahead and dump this, and then we're gonna go check out that storage unit once we get this one dumped and just kind of see where we're sitting. But I'm pretty sure I have a flaw in my system here. Let's shut it off. Let's hop out. Let's jump up here. Boom, just like that. Everything seems to be running fine enough. But let's head back over here real quick. Here is our coil maker or whatever, coil roller. Everything's merging. Everything seems to be working. Let's check out the storage here. Maybe not. Maybe this is working properly. Okay, I thought I was going to still get some aluminum ore because of the way I have things kind of set up, but I think I'm doing the thing. I'm gonna sort these out by material. So I got the steel beams, which is great, steel sheets and copper sheets, steel rods and copper rods. I do have iron rods, but I don't have any iron sheets. I think I'm just gonna have to dig some more. There's lithium, silver, and then the aluminum bloom. I don't see any aluminum rods, nor do I see any aluminum sheets. So we're just gonna have to dig some more, I think. I don't think that was enough of a sample size. So let's get back in and let's continue digging here. I mean, the good thing is there's no ore coming through, so that's a positive, but I still want all the things. I need aluminum sheets, I need aluminum rods, I need iron sheets, I need iron rods. So we're going to come over here this time, and we are going to grab, well, we're going to grab a gold thing here, but we're going to have to blow this out a bit more. I'm already at the max here, and I've kind of screwed this whole thing up. So I have 4 TNT. We're going to stick one on this back side. I'm going to stick one on this side. I'm going to stick one over here. I do want this to all kind of fill in and pile up a bit more. There is some more, I think this dynamite or this TNT should hit this stuff over here. And then we're going to blow out this wall as well. And I still have 4 more TNT, so we're going to place one here, over here, over here. And that should be good for now, I think. So actually it's not good at all. We're going to put one more piece, but back right here into the middle like that. Okay. All right, we're ready to blow this thing. 3, 2, 1, a fire in the hole. Boom, there we go. That looks a lot better. It kind of filled in my hole, not as much as I wanted. So I am going to stick one more TNT just right here to help blow this down. 3, 2, 1. And did it work? I think it did. Okay, let's jump in and let's just do this thing. So of course we're gonna get ourselves lined up on the ramp and then adjust our bucket accordingly. Something like this, right? We're just gonna come down. We're gonna swivel to the right here. And we're just going to dig out just like that. That's going to be a good one. Let's go dump it. There we go. We're going to come back and do the same thing. Keep it nice and level. We're just going to come in this time a little bit further down like this. There we go. There's a nice full bucket. Let's go dump it. There we go. Okay, we're going to come back down. This time I'm going to go a little bit more straight. Try to shear this side off a little bit. There we go. It's a full one. Let's go dump it. There we go. Okay, we're going to come in. We're going to get some more right off this back side like this. Let's come in nice and straight. And there we go. It's going to work. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, but come down and go to the left now. Just to try to grab some of this here. And there we go. It's a nice full one. Let's go dump it. There we are. Okay, let's come in. Let's come over to the right now and see if we can get some of this. It is a full bucket, so that will work. There we are. Okay, let's come back in for one more. We're going to come right through this way again and just kind of run it to the side. There we go. It's a nice full one. Let's go dump it. We should have plenty of gold. We should have plenty of everything in this last few scoops. So let's dump it, shut it down, and see what we got over there. And there we go. So let's shut her down. Let's hop out. And what are we getting? Okay, yeah, see, I thought so. I thought aluminum ore was going to come through. So I'm going to have to redo it a little bit. There's a good reason why. Some of you might have caught it. Some of you probably didn't, but it's because of this thing here, this arm coming down to dump this right here, because this is a regular smelter. And when we look at regular smelters here, it does not process aluminum. It doesn't melt aluminum, right? So basically, we need to go through the high temperature smelter first, a regular smelter, and then another high temperature smelter. And then we need to divert it basically like we did here, but it needs to land onto that other one. So once it's done, we're going to go ahead and redesign the entire thing again. It'll be fine. I'm going to zoom through it. I noticed on the last one, I don't know if I smoked a little bit too much of the old ganja, but I seem to be building really slowly. But then again, I just could have been really high. I don't know. I was watching it yesterday. But anyway, like this system here is fine. And instead of rerouting this to go all the way back and dump onto that other track, we basically just need to let this go straight and put our other smelters up here. So anyway, we'll get it all done here in a second. I'll try to do a little bit better editing on my building as well. But let's check out our storage real quick. No, check it out. Actually, some aluminum sheets did come through. Let me get this sorted real quick. Okay, I got steel in the top row. We're producing steel beams, steel sheets, steel rods. We're producing iron sheets and iron rods, copper sheets and copper rods. But when it comes to the aluminum, we're still getting the ore. The bloom's fine, there's nothing we could do about it. And then we are producing sheets, but not rods. And then of course the other items, lithium, silver, and gold, is being turned into the bar. So it's pretty much working, but not quite. Let's go ahead and turn down the power plant. Okay, there we go. They are indeed both turned off. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna have to redesign this whole thing again. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this row here because this is turning the steel and aluminum into the bloom and then the steel beams. So that's going to be okay. I don't want to merge this here, so we're going to get rid of these. Yeah, we don't need that merging. This can merge directly into the storage, so we'll leave this as an empty line. But pretty much all of this other stuff needs to come down. So let me just delete it all real quick. And boom. Okay, I got it all deleted. So now we just need to reconfigure this whole thing. We got iron and aluminum's being sorted out of this from the backside, right? It's going into the high temperature smelter, so we're making melted aluminum. We're turning the iron ore into melted steel. And then all this stuff out the front needs to go through a regular smelter. So we need to put a regular smelter down. I wonder if I could put it right here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to wrap it around, kind of like I'm doing, but over this way. Would it fit? It looks like it would fit, actually. So let's go ahead and get rid of these conveyor belts here. There we go. I'm going to throw on a straight 4-meter piece, and then let's hook up the regular smelter. Okay, so this will work, right? Everything that's not aluminum and iron is going to pass through, and now it's going to get melted through the regular temperature thing here. Now, the only problem with this setup is we won't get any aluminum or iron to be melted because we still want to make iron and aluminum sheets as well as rods, right? So in order to do that, I do have this splitter coming up here. All of our basic ore is getting split, and I just need to put this other end to drop onto that belt right before the main melter there. So let's go ahead and reconfigure this out real quick. We're going to get rid of these pieces here, and then we're going to throw a right piece on right here instead, and then we can connect this up with a 4-banger just like that. Okay, guys, so now this left side's going to come out, and it's going to come up through here. It's going to get sorted right with the iron and aluminum. Everything else is going to pass. It's getting split right here as well, which we are going to introduce just an offset left piece, which we're going to set right here. And then this will go forward. So now we will set up an up piece like that, right? Then I'm gonna put this 4-meter straight piece in, a little 2-banger, and then we're going to put a left piece in again. And then we will add a chute on. There we go. Okay, so this is going to work properly now. So basically that other side that we split off right here, this will have aluminum. This will indeed have iron, which if we drop it onto here, it's going to go into the regular smelter, and it will in fact make melted iron. It's not going to make melted aluminum, unfortunately. So we're going to have to set down another high temperature piece, but we're going to set that back here. We're just going to slap in a 2-banger. We're going to throw in the high temperature smelter, and then this is going to ensure any aluminum that's coming out will indeed get smelted, right? Now, we're running out of room here, so we're going to have to get an up piece, and then we're going to start turning it to the left. We're going to bring it straight quite a bit, so I'm going to stick in another straight piece that's a little 3-banger, and then a left piece, and this seems more centered. So let's go ahead and put the down piece again. There we go, and now we need to split this. So we're going to slap a splitter down just like that. We're going to put a left piece on. We're going to put a right piece on the right side here. We're going to make plates. So we're going to place down the coil roller. Then we'll put in our little 2-banger. Then we'll put the plate shearer on. So this is going to make all of our plates, right? And then on this other side, we're going to have to put the rod roller. So let's take the rod roller off. Let's place the rod roller here. So now we should get equal amounts of plates and rods. And now we're going to slap a merger right here, and we're going to connect these 2 lines up now. So we're going to slap a right piece here. We're going to go straight just a bit. If we set this down for reference, looks like a 1-banger is going to be enough. So we'll slap that here. We're going to put on our right piece. Boom. And then it looks like a 4-banger is going to go in the middle. Boom. Just like that. So now all those things are going to merge. Now we just need to connect it up over on this side. But before we do that, we're going to slap another merger on right here. And we're going to bring our beam line in from this side, put a left, and then we just need to run it straight a bit. But to make it fit, we're going to have to put this offset piece in. We're going to put this one piece in, and then we're going to put the right on right there. And then that's going to merge up, and then we just need to connect this side to that side. So we're going to connect a straight piece upright. That should be enough. We're going to put a right piece in. Boom. Another right piece right here. There we go. And then it looks like we need about a 3-banger to go into the middle. Boom, just like that. And then of course, let me just dig this all out really quick. And boom. Okay, there we go. I got it all dug out. It looks fine enough. Okay, this should be everything, right? And then anything that we bring in, like once we start filtering out the pay dirt and all of that, we're going to also feed it onto this main line before it does the split. But let's get everything turned on. Let's see if our power consumption or our power that we are needed has changed as well. It did bring it down a bit, I think. We're at 4155 of the kilowatts. Let's turn that on. Okay, it seems to be running. But let's go ahead and get digging, and let's see what we get. And actually, before I start digging, I am going to redo this a bit too. I think what I want to do is put some more ramps down here. Maybe just a couple more, and then we're going to get it, start making it flat. That's the final one. Okay, this should work. Let's get down here. Let's continue digging. I'm going to just dig out the back a bit and then just kind of start going this way, because I do have a huge gold vein right here. You can see the dark strip right there, and that's the area that I really want to get. But there's a lot of good stuff in here regardless. So now to do this, though, we're going to have to push back this wall a bit because we need to get our tires on a flat surface in order to do flat digging. But there we go. Let's go dump this one. Okay, let's grab a bit of a higher one, like this whole shelf that's just kind of sticking there. There we go. There we go. And if we take a look, yeah, it looks a lot cooler, I think. I don't know if it looks cooler or not, actually, but it all seems to be working. We should go over there and check it, but we'll check it here in a minute. I want to get a few more scoops out of here, especially on this back wall. So let's get another kind of high one, but right through here, and I guess that's okay. It's not high as I wanted, but whatever. Let's go dump it real quick, and then we'll grab that shelf that I got there. There we go. Okay, this one, we're definitely going to take a high one, unlike my last one where I lied. Anyway, there we go. We got it. Let's go dump it. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to try to get this here. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit good. And dump. Okay, this one I'm going to try to shear off a little bit to the right here. It seems like it's protruding out just a little bit too much. So let's bring down the bucket like that and come in like so. There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. A little bit. Okay, not quite what I was looking for, actually. Put it back down, bro. Anyway, I want to get this freaking little nodule here. Do you see it? Come here, will you? Got it. Got it. Okay, let's go dump. There we go. Okay, this one, I'm going to try to get my tires all flat here on the concrete like this. Now we're going to bring the bucket down nice and flat. We don't want our front end to be up off the ground, so we need to make sure all that's looking good. And it is. If you look at our fender there, when it comes up, the wheels separate kind of far from the fender. So that's when you know you're done jacked up. Anyway, let's come straight. Let's start smoothing out or grabbing a lot of this surface dirt. That wasn't the greatest, by the way. I should have had my bucket tilted down just a little bit, but let's go dump this real quick. And boom, like that. Everything seems to be working pretty good over there so far. We're going to tilt the bucket down. It made it lift just a little bit. So we're going to lift it up just a bit. And there we go. Now we should be able to scrape this properly. Let's see. Okay, maybe I need to aim it down just a bit more. So let's do that. There we go. And now let's try. Okay, this is looking better, and I don't have blocks there, so that could be another reason. But that looks a lot better. Let's go dump this real quick. But that's looking pretty good down there. I'm liking what I got going on, so awesome possum on that. Let's go ahead and dump this real quick, and then let's take a look and see what we got. There we go. That's the way to do it, bro. That is indeed the way to do it. Anyway, let's lift it back up, bro. Okay, but we can see the dirt coming in. It's getting split. All of our blasted rock that's turning into gravel and then getting sorted is also landing there. So it's splitting it even. We have this sorter here that's sorting out the iron, turning it into steel, and the aluminum, which is turning into the beams. And everything else is being diverted. The other split is coming here, which is going into the regular smelter here, right? And then into the high temperature smelter. And then that's obviously coming up through here, coming down and being split again. And then we are making the coils, the plates over here. We're making the bars over here. And what's going on, bro? Why is this stuck right here? What is this? What is this? Dude, what is going on? Look, all my stuff is jacked right here. No, you bastard. Okay, let me just take all this out real quick. Something's going awfully wrong. No, take the whole box, bro. Why the hell's it back it up? Okay, okay. Now, this isn't the way this is supposed to be working. Let's not... Okay, what the hell is this about? Oh, is it because I didn't turn off the machine and turn it back on? I bet you, right? Let's take all this out. Damn it, you guys. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Let me turn it off. Let me turn it back on. That kind of sucks at big ones, if I'm honest. I forgot to do that. Oh, no, it shouldn't have mattered. That should have all been fine. Let me just throw this blasted rock in. My aluminum. The silver. The gold. And then let's consume it. So I shouldn't have all those ores. I don't know why I do. No, ores should have never made it that far. Right? Yeah, absolutely right. Because we do have everything passing through this regular smelter first, which is turning into iron. And then the aluminum ore should just pass right on through and then go to the high temperature one. Let's just have a look in here. So there's aluminum. It passes through, no problem. Silver gets melted, which is great. The aluminum, however, should be getting melted. We can see melted silver. That's looking fine. Let's take a look at this junction where everything was screwing up. And look, the boxes are getting stuck again, you bastard. No. Okay, I think I'm going to have to delete these and then redo them because look, nothing's even passing over here. It's all getting stuck right here. Let me just get rid of it. There we go. And then let me gather all this back up again. Damn it, Quad. Let's turn off the system. So we're going to turn it off here. And then let's go fix that before we turn it back on. Damn it, you guys. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Which means I'm going to have to take this box. Are these all getting stuck here, I wonder? Probably. Let's just take them. There we go. And these are just fake animations, by the way. They're not actually moving. Anyway, let me take all this stuff as well. Okay, let's put the merger back on. We need to merge it to this one here. So, boom. And now all this stuff should move properly. Yeah, there shouldn't be a reason why this is getting stuck like that, honestly. Now, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a way to reinsert melted ore back into the system. But yeah, I can't actually put this like into the bar thing, unfortunately, or anywhere for that matter. So anyway, let's get everything turned on real quick. Make sure it's not getting snagged up. Okay, it looks like it's working now, minus this machine. What is this, bro? Why is this getting stuck here, bro? No, get out of here. Okay, we're gonna have to maybe destroy this and put it back down, I wonder. Yeah, let me just do that. What the hell is this thing? It's a rod roller. Just gonna break it. We're gonna stick it back down. You know what? I'm gonna turn it off first. Okay, now that it's off, let's go ahead and put the rod roller on. There we go. And now this should work properly, I hope. Damn it to hell. Anyway, let's come over to the storage. Let's see what we got in here. Everything is looking the same still. We're still getting aluminum ore, unfortunately. I don't know why. That should not be happening, I don't think. Okay, let me fire it all back up again. Okay, I'm gonna drop the aluminum ore into the hopper. Consume it, bro. Now, unfortunately, I can't do that with these smelted goods, because as soon as I do, it's gonna get snagged up once it comes through this thing, right? Okay, here comes the aluminum, by the way. It's gonna get split. Half of it comes that way, the other half is coming through. It's 5 of them. It's not going to get smelted here. Let's come to the high temperature smelter, and it should pass through here. There it is, and it turned into melted aluminum. So that should work fine now. And is it working? No, bro. And no, it's still getting snagged up right here. Why? Aluminum rod. No. Maybe I need to have a straight piece on first. Maybe it has to do with this stupid merger, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the merger. I'm going to take the rod. Actually, let me turn everything off again. Maybe, I feel like a lot of problems might be building while everything's running, but let me turn it off again. And then we're going to put a straight piece on first. So boom, there we go. I'm going to have to get rid of this one now. And then I'm going to have to get rid of this one as well. I'm going to have to bring it over 2 spaces. So we're going to get rid of both of these, put a 2-banger in, which is unfortunate because I'm going to have to dig this out again, which is annoying. But we're going to stick the 2-banger in. We'll put the right piece on. Yeah, let me dig this out real quick here. Okay, there was not a single thing that was quick about that, by the way. Anyway, let's throw on the right piece. Let's throw on the 4-banger. The merger. And do we have to, how do we have to do that, bro? Maybe, I don't know if it matters on how you build, if you build backwards or forward, but anyway, let's put the merger on, and then I need to throw another 2-banger in right here. Boom, there we go. And this should work now. So I have a ton of blasted rock. Let's turn it on, and let's see if it gets jammed up again. It shouldn't, not at all, because it seems like, well, the boxes should only get jammed up on the chutes, not any of this stuff, but it seemed like it was just getting jammed up right onto this merger. So hopefully that was the issue, and the straight piece will fix that. Anyway, I didn't dig this out enough, apparently. Damn it! Let me dig that out a bit more while we wait. Or not, you know? Or a bleeding knots. Damn it, you guys. I don't want to touch it now, because as soon as I touch it, it's going to break. Anyway, let's just wait for it. It should be coming soon. All the melted stuff should get separated. There we go. It should come through this thing just fine. Melted lithium. And okay, it looks like it's not fine, by the way. It's not fine at all. Look. What the hell is going on with my stuff, you guys? Frickin' mergers don't work anymore? Is that the problem here? Or is this a splitter? No, it's a damn merger, bro. You can literally see it. Look. It should be running up here and then over. Okay, so I obviously have some kind of game-breaking bug here. And I don't know why. I just don't. That merger over there is working just fine. That's a splitter, though, so I guess that's probably why. Damn it, you guys. Anyway, let's take a look in the box. We just have melted lithium. And on this side, we have all the things, unfortunately. And then there's no way to put melted stuff back into the system, so that kind of sucks. I guess I could put a hopper right here and then feed it in, but that doesn't help my merger situation here. Anyway, I need to get rid of this real quick and fix this terrain underneath of it. Okay, there we go. That's going to be enough. Okay, let me put the right piece back in. Boom. I guess there's only one way to maybe fix this, and that's going to be save, quit, and come back, right? Yeah, I think that's going to have to be what I have to do. Okay, hold on a second. I want to get rid of this, all this melted stuff real quick. So I'm going to put a hopper in right here and just have it go through that last bar machine. So I'm just going to connect it right up like this. There we go, and this should work, right? Yeah, it looks like it's running. Let me dump all this melted ore in, consume it, and it should just pass through. Yep, it's going to come up here, and then it should just turn into bars. Blasted rock? What the hell's blasted rock doing there, bro? I don't think I put blasted rock in. Did I put blasted rock in here? I could have sworn I just put melted ore. Shit. Look. What the hell is happening here? Look. Blasted rock? No, it was all melted, bro. Okay, let me pull this out. It's not blasted rock, dude. Give it back. Return it, you jerk. Oh, look, there was mixture of it. Anyway, that's weird. Let's take the blasted rock out. Let me put the melted stuff back in. Okay, now this should work better. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah. Lithium, okay. Maybe that blasted rock, maybe it was like a mix of something, right? Like it was screwing everything up. Okay. Let me let that finish. It looks like it's already finished. Let me get rid of this, because I don't have any more melted ore. And we're going to just set up the regular thing. So there's 1, there's 2, Then I just need a single right there. There we go. Well, maybe that was off. Maybe something was screwing up right there. I don't know, bro. But anyway, I'm going to save, quit, and come back. And maybe that will reset any of the issues that I'm having with that belt over there. So let's do that real quick here. Okay, I am back in. Let's just feed in this blasted rock I have into the front hopper here. And then it's going to go through all the things. And let's see. Damn it, bro. Look. It's still freaking getting caught right here. On both sides of this merger. What the frick, bro? This is a merger, right? It is a merger. Okay, okay, hold on. Let's go turn it off real quick. I'm going to actually save, quit, and come back. Or I'm not even going to save it this time. I'm just going to quit and come back. So, yeah, no reason to shut that off. Okay, I actually quit the entire game this time and came back. Let's go ahead and load it up again. Okay, here they come. Yep, here comes this stuff. Let's see what it is. Melted iron, okay. And then down there should be the melted steel or aluminum bloom and steel beams. And look, this merger is working just fine. What about this one over here now? Still getting stuck, bro. Still bleeding, getting stuck. Okay, okay, hold on. We're gonna quit and come back again. Okay, I'm back. I reloaded again. Let me go ahead and shut everything off. I'm just gonna delete or remove that merger and try to place it down again. So this is where it's getting snagged up. Yeah, this side, this is a merger right here. And everything was working on this one. Everything was moving accordingly. So let's switch to first person. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. This one as well. And this one as well. Now somebody said something about building like from the front to the back and don't go in reverse. So let's see if that will help. We're going to go ahead and put a 2-banger on. Let's grab the merger next and put that on right here. There we go. So we'll put the 4-banger right here going that way. And then let's grab this 2-banger. Instead of adding it backwards, let's add it to this side. And then let's see if this will work. It should, right? It should. Well, we'll find out. Let's turn everything back on and let's run it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you guys, when I was doing one of my dig outs to get like it flush with the ground or whatever, or with the conveyor belts, I did level up again. So we are at level 29. Anyway, here it comes. Okay, look, it's all passing through now. Okay, okay. So maybe that was the problem. I was building backwards rather than like forward. So everything seems to be moving fine now. Take a look. Yep, yep. Okay. Is that everything, by the way? It looks like it's all passed through. Okay. Well, look, hold on a second, you bastards. Hold the flippin' phones. It got stuck again. And there's all my aluminum rods, you son of a bastard, bro. Damn it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to reload and do it again. No, I don't have to. I mean, I do if I want to feed this back into the system, but I need to build the rest of this not backwards, apparently. So that is a bit freaking shitty. You know what? Screw it. I don't want to deal with it. I'm just gonna reload. Okay, I'm reloaded again. I'm gonna turn everything off again, and then we're just gonna rebuild from that merger all the way to the damn tank. Yeah, so we're basically going to get rid of from here to the merger, also this side as well, and then all the way up through here. And then we're going to have to build, yeah, going forward rather than backwards, right? So let me get all of this. Boom, we're going to get that one as well as these. And this is the rod roller. And then finally this last one. And then let's rebuild everything but heading in the right direction this time. So I think it was a 2-banger. It was the merger. Nope, that's the wrong way, bro. Yeah, see, I don't want it to go that way. And I don't think you can rotate these, right? No, you can't. So that's okay. Because we can put the other 2-banger on this side. And then we'll stick in the merger from here. And it will face the right direction. We're going to put in a 4-banger. Or I think it's only a 3-banger. Wait, hold on. How many bangers are we trying to put in here? The 4-banger was right. Now we're going to put in a right piece right here. We're going to put in the 4-banger again. Slap on this 1-banger. We're going to put another right piece in here, right? And then the merger again. Except for it's facing the wrong way. So we're going to have to put it on this side like this. Boom. And then we need to put the up piece. Boom, like that. And then we just need to connect it. Let's put a 4-banger on, and looks like just a single piece next. Boom, just like that. Okay, now it all should run fine. Yeah, I forgot about that. Somebody did mention that you can't build backwards, which obviously is a bug, so hopefully we'll get that thing fixed within the next few updates. But this should work now, now that I'm aware of the issue. Let's turn it all back on and let's see. Boom, it's on. We're back under 4200 again. I don't know what changed, but something did. Anyway, let's drop in all this blasted rock and have it consumed. Boom, and let's see if we have any more issues. I might need to get a tissue for all these issues, by the way. All right, here comes the stuff. It's going to be the moment of truth here. Everything seems to be moving now. I don't see any boxes getting stuck. Yeah, I think that was the issue. I was building backwards, because sometimes it's hard to build forward, right? You have to kind of build backwards to get your vision kind of completed or whatever. So anyway, it looks like everything did pass through. Let's check out the storage now. And here we go. This looks a lot better. We are now getting the aluminum rods that we were missing. We're going to stick that there. In fact, I have a bunch of rods in my pocket. 240 irons. I got 133 copper. And then I have 111 aluminum rods right there. And then I also have 150 iron sheets. So boom. And that's everything that's in my inventory. So this is everything. Oh, why is the melted silver and stuff in here, bro? That should have turned into bars. I mean, they are, but those ones didn't. Probably something to do with the screw up that I had going on. But it should all be working fine now. I'm going to run through the conveyors real quick, make sure there's no other boxes getting snagged up anywhere. I don't see any boxes getting snagged up yet. Let's come back over this way. And I don't see anything down there. Nothing here. What about over here? Nope, I don't see any boxes getting snagged up over here either. Or from these machines. Okay, I think everything's running good now. All right, well, this is pretty freaking cool, right? I'm basically making everything at this point. I don't know what to do from here. We did not get very much gold, by the way. Look at this. Only 337 of them. I guess there was not much gold in that area that we were digging. Anyway, we're going to sell everything just to see how much money we made today, because there is quite a bit of stuff in here. Look how many steel beams I made, by the way. 789. So we got a ton of stuff in here. So I'm just going to start bringing everything over like that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm actually almost out of inventory room. In fact, I am out of an inventory room. Those two bars are screwing me up, these melted ones. Let's sell these real quick. That was only $300 something, $91. Then we'll grab the rest out of here. And then let's sell all this real quick and just see exactly how much money we made today. And then also let's make sure that the coal is being fed automatically. It looks like it. It looks like it stays at about 2,500. So the coal plants basically stay at about half. Yeah, so you just got filled up. Okay. Let's sell everything. We're currently sitting at $760,000. So the steel beams is making us 82,000. The steel sheets is making us 13. The steel rods is making us 6,000. The iron sheets is 22,000. The iron rods is making 20,000. Copper rods, 12,000. The copper sheets, 13,000. The bloom, 13,000. Aluminum sheets, 4,000. Aluminum rods, 8,000. We didn't get a lot of gold today, but it is $5,000 worth. We have 25,000 in silver. Then we have 100,000 basically in lithium. So we are over $1 million as of right now, and this setup is going to work just fine. The next episode, I'm not too sure what we're going to do. I think I'm going to go back down here, just continue doing some digging, get this whole infrastructure kind of put into place for that little pit, and then maybe we'll mess around over here a bit. And I do need to still set up a section where we set up all of our CNC stuff, right? The mill, the cutter, all of the things here. Now, obviously, we don't need some of these things like the steel press or the roller, because we're doing that automatically, or the smelter for that matter. But we're still going to want to have to get the mill and the cutter. So we'll do that probably in the next one as well. But that will be it for this one, you guys. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, my name is Quad. And we'll see you in the next one later on, everybody. Later, the flip on.